I read all the books on manifestation and I watched most of the videos and I learned so much, but I found this one simple secret that so many people leave out, and it's a little talked about thing in the manifestation world, and it all comes to us from Dr. David Hawkins, and I'm about to share it with you. We're going to look at the secret, what it is, and how simple this little technique is, and how much it changed my life and how much it can change your life. Now here's the key. Jesus was talking about this same key over 2,000 years ago, and we're going to get into that all in the next few minutes. I'm Jim, y'all, and I found peace, purpose, and prosperity in my own life. I believe you can have the same thing, and I can help. If that sounds like something you want more of, I invite you to subscribe right here below. Give this video a like, leave me a comment. I'd love to get to know you just a little bit better. But what is this secret? I'm not going to make you wait till the end. I'm going to tell you right here at the beginning of the video, and the secret is simply letting go. Letting go and letting God, as we used to say in the church world when I used to do all of that. But the truth is, Dr. David Hawkins has got a book called Letting Go. But his whole philosophy, the principles that he does all of his teaching around, and he is a psychiatrist and a doctor, he was when he was alive, wrote some great books on this process. The key to manifesting your dreams is turning inside, figuring out what's blocking those dreams, and letting all of that go. I know for me, for so long, I was doing all the stuff that you do, all the mantras, all the positive affirmations, all the stuff that we get into when we're manifestors. I was doing all the meditations with Joe Dispenza, and all that stuff is great. It helped me, and it still helps me. I still do so much of that stuff today. But what I figured out is this, is we have these clogs in our system energetically that blocks off the flow of energy, that blocks off the flow of source, of God, of the real you rising up and rising out, sending a signal, as Dispenza says, out into the field and attracting your dream life to you. You can't do that until you start to remove some of these blockages. And this is the little secret that so many people leave out. Now, what is Hawkins talking about here? How do we do this thing of letting go? Well, think of your energy centers, the flow of energy through your body. Think of that as a pipe running through your body. I have a pipe system in my home that gets clogged up for some reason at times, from our kitchen sink down to where it drains out. So much so that after a while I had to buy one of those snakes that you put a drill on it, it runs it down there. And every now and then, for whatever reason, even if we're cautious and careful about anything going down the drain, I have to run that thing in there and clean it out. And that's kind of the way your energy centers are. We have all these blocked up things, it's raining on me out here, all these blocked up things in our life, in our energy centers, things like limiting beliefs, things like a lack of belief in our own potential that are clogged up inside of us from how our subconscious rather has been pre-programmed over our lifetime. Now, what Dr. Hawkins says about this is those things can be let go of, and it doesn't take years to do it. It takes minutes to do it. I'll have a video that I'll tag for you below here where I'll literally walk you through the process of how to let go. But it's essentially this in a nutshell. When you feel any kind of limitation, any kind of negative feeling, any kind of thing that you no longer want in your life rise up in you, do not do the two things we normally do. Don't bury it. Don't stuff it down. Don't suppress it. And don't deal with it with an inappropriate response, with anger or maybe anxiety, or getting frustrated with yourself, or treating it with addictions or whatever it is for you. Don't do that. What we have to learn to do in our life is let that emotion, let that feeling, let that energy rise up. Just sit with it. Don't judge it. Don't try to solve it. Don't try to fix it. Just feel it. Locate it in your body. A lot of times you'll physically feel it somewhere in your body. Locate it in your body and say, what is this? Where do I feel it? And sit with it for just a few minutes. Usually in about 90 seconds or so, it'll rise up as you sit there with it and just say, I'm letting this go. And let it go. Let it, and see if you can feel it at a different place, moving up and out of your body, and just let it. I picture it myself as rising up out of my head. That's kind of how I feel it. And like unwanted energy, the pipe just suddenly clears out and it gets clean and it flows out of me. So what Jesus said about this is this: He said, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. Now, what's he talking about? Righteousness in the Bible is a word that literally almost means right you are-ness, just being right with God, connected with source, connected with God. And Jesus said you ought to seek first, above everything in your life, connectedness with source, connectedness with God. And do you know what he says later? This will blow your mind. Jesus says the kingdom of heaven is within you. It's not a destination. It's not a place. It's an inward reality that we plug into. It's Christ consciousness, if you want to call it that. It's plugging in to our source, to that force, that cosmic energy of God that permeates the universe. And when we plug into that, guess what happens? All of our energy starts to flow in the right direction. And the things that used to feel impossible become possible. That's why Jesus did impossible things and told us we could do even greater things than he did. What he's saying there is when we get plugged into that source and that force and that unlimited belief in our own potential, we can change absolutely everything in our life. Why? Because we've let go of the limitations. We've left the stuff that blocks the pipe rise up out of us. We've turned it over to God, to the source, to the force. We've let go and we've let God, and it changes your life when you do this. It changed mine more than any other practice. Meditation's wonderful. It might be one of the most life-changing things I've ever done. I still do it to this day. Positive affirmations are good. Gratitude is great. All of this stuff helps get us in the right mindset, but there's nothing like letting go. And I want to challenge you today. Let go of some of the things that you feel in you are holding you back, and see where it takes you on your manifesting journey. Tell me in the comments, what are you hanging on to and what are you letting go of today? Go do it and watch it change. By the way, guys, I have a couple of spots available right now for one-on-one coaching. There's a link right here below. If that sounds like something that might help you, click the link. You can book a free call with me. It's just an exploratory call to see if we're a fit, if I can help you and you feel like I'm a fit for that and I feel like you're a fit for that. We can talk further about how all of that works, but I'd love to help you on your journey, get this thing all figured out and start living your best life today.